So, good morning. Today we will discuss one mains related caselet. This will be coming for your IBPS clerks mains and SBI clerk mains. So, ఇది SBI clerk mains కానీ IBPS clerk mains కానీ ఉపయోగపడవచ్చు. ఇది ఒక new pattern DI. So, here we are given with annual income and tax rate. Up to 1 lakh there is 0% tax. Between 1 to 1.5 lakhs, 10% of the income in excess of 1 lakh. So, what is the meaning of this one? See, suppose your income is 1,20,000. Up to 1 lakh, there is no tax. That means 0% tax. So, we are having excess income 20,000. For this 20,000, we should pay 10% of the excess income. So, 20,000, 10% is 2,000. So, you are going to pay 2,000 as the tax. That is the meaning of this sentence. Similarly, 1.5 to 5 lakhs. 1.5 to 5 lakhs means you are having 3.5 lakhs. 1.5 to 5 lakhs means 3.5 lakhs. In this 20% of the income. So, 20% of the income, that means 70,000 will be the tax amount. So, like that you have to calculate. More than 5 lakhs, if you are having the income more than 5 lakhs, 30% of the income in excess of 5 lakhs. So, you have to pay 30% of the income in excess of 5 lakhs. So, there is a meaning. Now, tax is always calculated on income after the deductions, if any. So, there will be some deductions also. The deductions allowed are maximum of 1 lakh per year on investment in specified securities. If you are investing in security market up to 1 lakh, you need not pay any tax. If you are investing in any specified securities up to 1 lakh, there is no tax. Maximum of 3 lakh per year as a housing loan repayment. Suppose you have took the housing loan, you have to pay the housing loan to the bank. So, there is maximum of 3 lakh per year as housing loan repayment. Up to 3 lakhs, there is no tax. Maximum of 3 lakh per year as the housing loan repayment. Now, what is the eligibility for housing loan? So, if you want to have the eligibility for housing loan, what is the eligibility? Minimum annual income of 1 lakh and annual repayment less than or equal to 20% of the annual income. So, minimum annual income should be 1 lakh and repayment should be less than or equal to 20% of the annual income. Now, we have talked about this one, more than 5 lakhs, 30% of the income in excess of 5 lakhs. There is additional service tax of 10% on the tax paid at the rate of 30%. So, on the tax paid, not on the total amount, on the tax paid, you have to pay additional 10% as a service tax. So, these are the criteria. Now, based on this, we have to decide how much tax each person is paying. Let us see the first question now. What can be the maximum income for which one need not pay any tax? So, one need not pay any tax. What can be the maximum income? That is the question. Suppose the income is X. Suppose the income is X. Here, we have to pay what is the maximum income for which no one need not pay any tax. So, need not pay any tax means already we have discussed one thing, that is deductions. Maximum of 1 lakh per year, that means if you are investing 1 lakh per year on specified securities, for this 1 lakh you need not pay any tax. Therefore, so minus 1. 1 means 1 lakh. Suppose your total income is X, for 1 lakh, if you are investing in security, you need not pay any tax. So, you should pay the tax for the remaining, that means X minus 1. Then 20% of the income on the housing loan, already I discussed. So, 20% of the income on the housing loan. So, 20% of the income on the housing loan means, suppose your income is X, in this 20%, so X by 5. So, for this you need not pay any tax. That means your total income is X, You are investing 1 lakh in security for which you need not pay any tax. You are investing 20% of the total income, that means x by 5 for the housing loan repayment. So, for this you need not pay any tax. For the remaining thing, you should need not pay any tax. If you need not pay any tax, our income should be up to 1 lakh. So, therefore, this total value should be equal to 1 lakh. Now, x minus x by 5 is 4x by 5. This minus 1, if you get to other side, it will become 2. Therefore, 2 ones, 2 twos, x equal to 5 by 2, that means 2.5 lakhs. For if your income is 2.5 lakhs, this is the maximum income for which you did not pay any tax. So, answer is 4. 4 is the correct answer. Let us see the next one. What is the minimum tax to be paid by the person with an annual income of 10 lakhs? Suppose there is one person who is having the income 10 lakhs. What is the minimum tax he should pay? So, you should observe these words, minimum and maximum. What is the minimum tax to be paid by the person with an annual income of 10 lakhs? Suppose your income is 10 lakhs. What is the minimum tax? So, already we know that up to 1 lakh, if you are investing in security, if you are investing in securities, there is no tax. There is no tax. Then 20%, if you are investing for the housing loan repayment, in 10, 20% means 2 lakhs. This is housing loan repayment. For this, we need not pay any tax. Now, out of 10, already 3 lakhs over. So, remaining will be how many lakhs? 7 lakhs. Remaining amount 7 lakhs. For this 7 lakhs, you should pay the tax. How you should pay the tax? Up to 1 lakh, there is no tax. Up to 1 lakh, there is no tax. Then 1.1 to 1.5, that means 50,000. For 50,000, you need to pay 10% of the income. So, 10% means you should pay the tax of 5,000. Then 1.5 to 5 lakhs, that means 3,50,000. 3,50,000. For this 3,50,000, you should pay 20% of the income. So, for 3,50,000, 10% is 35,000. 20% is 70,000. See here, in 7 lakhs, 3,50,000, you are paying 70,000, 50,000, you are paying 5,000, so 5 lakhs. So, remaining will be 2 lakhs. Remaining amount will be 2 lakhs. For this 2 lakhs, that means this 2 lakhs is exceeding this 5 lakhs. Out of 7 lakhs, already we paid the tax like this. Remaining 2 lakhs will come under this category, more than 5 lakhs category. You should pay 30% of the income. In 2 lakhs, 10% is 20,000, 30% means 60,000. Then, in addition, you have seen one thing. That is, there is a service tax of 10% on the tax paid at the rate of 30%. You should pay the service tax of 10%. So, what is the tax paying? 60,000. In this 10%, that means you should pay extra 6,000. So, now what is the maximum tax you are paying? 5,000, then you are paying 70,000, then you are paying 60,000, then you are paying 6,000. So, if you add the total 0, 0, 0, 11, 14, it is 1,41,000 or 1.41 lakhs. This is the minimum tax to be paid by the person with an annual income of 10 lakhs. So, option is 2. Let us see the next question. Find the difference between the minimum tax and maximum tax one has to pay on the annual income of 6 lakhs. Suppose we are having annual income 6 lakhs. What is the minimum tax What is the maximum tax? Maximum tax will be there when there are no deductions. That means he is not investing in security, he is not taking any housing loan. Then there will be no deduction. He should pay the tax on entire amount of 6 lakhs. So first we will consider that. What is the maximum amount he is paying? So he is paying 6 lakhs. He is paying, what is his income? 6 lakhs. His income is 6 lakhs. In this 6 lakhs, up to 1 lakh, there is no tax. So tax 0%. Then 1 to 1.5, that means 50,000. For this 50,000, there is a 10% tax, 10% of the income, that is 5,000 is the tax. Now 1.5 to 5 lakhs, that means 3,50,000. For this 3,50,000, 20%. So 10%, 35,000, 20%, 70,000. See, 3,50,000 plus 54, this is 5. Excess will be 1 lakh now. Finally, 1 lakh. For this 1 lakh, this will come under this category. You should pay the tax 30% of the income. So, in this 30% is 30,000. In addition to that, you should pay a service tax. Already I told service tax of 10% on the tax paid. Tax paid 30,000. In this 10% is nothing but 3,000. So you should pay 30,000 and also 3,000. So now what is the maximum tax he is paying? Let us count what is the maximum tax he is paying. First 5,000. First is 5,000. Next 70,000. Next 30,000. Next one 3,000. So totally he is paying 1,08,000. This is the maximum tax. So maximum tax 1,08,000. Now let us talk about the minimum. Now let us see the minimum tax. This is the maximum. Now let us see what is the minimum tax. This we have to see. For this, to have the minimum tax, you should have some investment in security. You should have the investment in the housing loan. So total it is 6 lakhs. Total 6 lakhs. In this, he is investing 1 lakh. He can invest 1 lakh in security, for which there is no tax. Repayment of 20%. So repayment of 20%. 6 lakhs, 10%, 60,000. So 20% means 1,20,000. This is housing loan repayment. There is no tax. Now total 2,20,000 over out of 6 lakhs. So remaining amount will be 3,80,000. For 3,80,000, he is paying the tax. In this, up to 1 lakh, there is 0% tax. Next, 50,000. 1 to 1.5 lakhs, that is 50,000. For this 50,000, there is a 10%. That means 5,000 is the tax amount. Then, so 3,80,000 minus 1,50,000 comes 2,30,000. This 2,30,000 will come under this category, 1.5 to 5 lakhs. So 3.5 lakhs. So it is not 3.5 lakhs, it is now 2,30,000. You should pay 20% of the tax. 20%. So 10% is 23,000, 20% is 46,000. So total tax he is paying is 46,000 plus 5,000, that is 51,000. So this is the minimum tax. So maximum tax you got 1,08,000. Minimum tax you got 46,000. You should find the difference. So what is the difference? That is the question asked. Not 46,000. 46 plus 5, 51,000. So minimum tax is 51,000. It is not 46, 51,000. 51,000. So what is the difference? So what is the difference? It is 57,000. 57,000 is the correct answer. Difference between the maximum tax and minimum tax is 57,000. Now let us see the next question. What is the maximum tax to be paid by the person with an annual income of 7 lakhs? So here you should see this word carefully. When there will be maximum tax, if there are no deductions, then there will be maximum tax. So here there are no investment. He is not investing in security, he is not taking any housing loan. So what is the maximum tax for 7 lakhs if his income is 7 lakhs? For this, what we can do? Up to 1 lakh there is no tax. Now 1 to 1.5, that means 50,000. For 50,000 there is 10% income as the tax, that means 5,000. 5,000. Next comes, see, 50,000. 150. 1.5 to 5 lakhs, that means 3,50,000. For 3,50,000, 20%, 10% 35,000, 20% 70,000. Now already how much is over? 3,50,000 plus 54 plus 5. Remaining will be 2 lakhs. Remaining will be 2 lakhs. This 2 lakhs will come under this category, excess. So 30% of the income. In this, 30% is nothing but 60,000. 10% is 20,000, 30% 60,000. Then there is one additional point. There is additional 10% service tax on the interest paid. We are paying 60,000 for this. Again we should pay 10% tax. That means 6,000. So what is the total tax that particular person is paying? Let us see. First 5,000. This is 5,000. Next is paying 70,000. Next is paying 66,000. So what is the total tax? 0, 0, 0, 11, 14. It is 1,41,000 or 1.41 lakhs. Option 1 is the correct answer. So this is one new pattern DI that might be coming for the upcoming clerk, IBPS clerk and SBI clerk exams. So if you like this class, you please like and subscribe and also comment on this, and also you can comment which arithmetic part you want explanation or any English topic you want explanation. You can comment in the comment section, so that in the coming classes I will take down those topics.